All right, so I want to talk about a very kind of special, I guess, scenario category for women. It's what'd you call this, Lex? What is this called? This
Are you expendable?
Are you expendable? Yeah. So, are you expendable? What does that mean? Well, there are some women out there who are very proud of the fact that, understandably so, that they're not a side chick. Okay. But at the same time, because they're too classy, too sophisticated, never would be a side chick, right? But you're not in an exclusive relationship with the guy. Okay, you're not his exclusive pick either. So that means you're kind of in purgatory. You're in the wilderness. You're not in Egypt. You're not in the promised land. So I kind of consider this as kind of like playing house a little bit. Okay, so you have a set of keys, but your name ain't on the deed. You feel me? All right, so that means you got access to everything. You can go in all the rooms, okay, but you ain't entitled to nothing, okay? And the symptoms, all right, for this type of relationship and this kind of guy that would be comfortable with this kind of relationship, because believe it or not, there's some guys that, they wouldn't just put you over there. Okay, I know, I'm coming on. All right, these guys that tell you ladies that, baby, I don't do labels. That ain't my thing. Why we gotta label everything? You mess it up, you put a label on it. Now what I'm saying, we got a good situation going on right now. Why
That
we
was in
gonna
high
mess it up with,
school. That was
huh?
in high school. We did labels in high school.
Yeah, we do it labels in high school. We grown, we in our 30s and 40s. We ain't doing that. We don't, you my girl. No, come on. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's the deal. If you think about it, ladies, think about this. Men, don't we claim the things that we really love and care about? Don't we say, that's my team, those are my Cowboys, those are my Steelers, or that's my car, those are my homies? I mean, that's what we do. So if we're not saying she's my woman, she's my lady, how much more should a dude care about you if you are that person to him than a football team or basketball team? I'm just saying, ladies, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I mean, we claim the things that we really love. So when you're in this situation of this in-between state or this purgatory or whatever, you're not ever moving forward and you're not ever moving backwards. You're just kind of in this lukewarm state, and nothing happens. Nothing gets done. It's not fulfilling. And on top of that, one of the things that guys like to do in this type of scenario is they will conveniently still be hurt. Okay, so they was in a relationship 1,000 years ago, right? Chick broke his heart. And he's telling you that, I still ain't really got over my last situation, so you just got to be patient because I already told you that. So what he's doing, ladies, is I call it he's pimping his pain. All right. He is utilizing that pain, okay, that he went through to allow him to stay or keep his distance, all right, and not commit to the relationship, all right, thereby making you expendable, all right. And in reality, if you're talking about pain, well, you say, well, sir, all you got to do is heal, okay. Well, he really doesn't have a desire to heal, okay, because he's got a good thing going on here. If he can so conveniently stay in that place, then he doesn't really have to come in closer to you and commit more to you. All right. Now, also, a guy who was very comfortable with keeping you in this place of you're not necessarily the side chick, but you're not his exclusive pick either. And let me say this about this side chick exclusive pick thing. It's comfortable or it's easy for a woman oftentimes to be okay with this because she feels like, well, even though I know he and I are not in a relationship, there's nobody else either. Okay, so I know, that I'm aware of, he's not running a bunch of women. That's not the deal. So it's a little bit easier to swallow this pill of him telling you that he's not ready for a relationship or he don't want to mess this thing up that y'all have, right? Because there's no real jealousy thing that you have to deal with, right? Okay, so this guy, he does not or will not shield your heart. Yes, it is settling. He will not shield your heart. Okay, because a guy who really is committed to you, wants to make you a priority, he's going to protect you, right? Oftentimes, he is the biggest offender okay? Or sometimes the breaker of your heart, all right? Maybe he's not dogging you outright, but at the same time, how secure can you feel? How safe can you feel with a situation that you don't even know really what to call it? What are we doing? All right. And then there's that fear of, well, if I ask him, I don't want to be pressing him. I don't want to be pushing him because, then he's going to say, well, we talked about that and you nagging me and da-da-da-da-da. I told you, I thought we already, da-da-da. Then you got to go through that speech. And so you're not entitled to anything. So you're like, well, I really can't say much because what am I going to say? I know what this is. I know what we're doing. I can't front like I don't. So, like I said, that's why he can be one of the main offenders to hurt you. Let me tell you something about real men, though, when it comes to this protecting you. Real men will take the arrows, okay, so that you don't have to feel them.
Wow.
Yeah. They'll say, go ahead and hit me because he will worry, or he will deal with a situation so that you don't have to. Okay, he's happy to sacrifice for you. If he's put his claim on you, if he says she's mine. Okay, so don't be fooled by a situation where you feel like, well, I'm not a side chick because there's no other competition. But if he has not put his claim on you and said, listen, you're mine, I want you, I love you, okay, I don't want anybody else to have access to you, okay, because I care for you that much, then don't get so excited about the fact that, you feel like there's no real competition. There's no security in that. All right, another thing is, a guy who's comfortable with putting you in this expendable position, his needs definitely will come before yours. Okay. You on your own, Jack. If it goes down, and we just got to drop it and run. Okay. Listen, you better get out of here the best way you can because I'm gone. You ain't going to see nothing but the bottom of my shoes, Jack. Okay. But a real guy. When I say a real guy, ladies, I'm talking about somebody who's mature, somebody who's healthy, somebody who's whole, healed, all that kind of stuff, right? Spiritual guy, loves the Lord, la, la, la. All right. He gives what's needed. Okay, here's the thing. You know what? Your needs are his needs. Ooh, I know I'm talking to somebody. I am Lex. Listen, I know I'm telling somebody's story right now. I don't know who I'm telling. Yeah, your needs. Listen, ladies, okay? Because if you've settled for this, I don't even counterfeit relationship thing that I'm describing, because it's really nothing. Okay, even God so much, he don't like those in between, places. Lukewarm, I'll spew you out of my mouth, be hot or cold. You be passionate about something. But what are you going to do with in between? Ladies, one of the biggest things that y'all need is safety. You need security. Yes, okay, that makes y'all feel loved. Yep. All right. So how much safety and security can you have with a relationship that's not a relationship? Okay, you feel me? Now, why then? Why would a woman put herself in this situation, okay, to deal with this kind of non-committal, expendable, not a side chick, but not the main one either, type of relationship? Well, hey, let's go here to a good old friend. Hey, you know what? It's better than being alone. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be home alone on a Friday, he going to be home alone on a Friday. Why can't we just go out? Yeah. Somebody said fear of being lonely. Right. Why can't we just go out and just do some things and just hang out? That's all it is. No. That's what you tell yourself. That ain't all it is. That is not all it is. Come on, boo-boo. Don't play them games with me. All right. What it is you don't like being by yourself with you. Okay, you're moody, you're crabby, you're not nice, you're not friendly, you complain all the time. So you're like, well, who wants to be home with that? Okay, yeah, take that and send it out with him like he wants to be with that, right? No, but seriously, the fear of being alone, being isolated, you hate that, right? So it's easier to sell that to yourself. The other thing is he's familiar. Okay, think about it. Now, that's a big one, ladies. He's familiar. See, I ain't got to, because you got to break somebody else in. Even if y'all not really together, he knows you. He knows to listen, don't wake me up before 10 o'clock. because he knows that's not my thing, blah, blah. He knows I like that, when he take that finger, gently rub it down the back of my leg, you know what I'm saying? He know that's my thing. I ain't got to tell him. It's so many things, because if I get rid of him and I get another one, see, I got to break him in. I don't know how long that's going to take, so I would rather deal with this lukewarm, spew you out of my mouth situation, than to just go out here and try to find something brand new, right? And be even more dissatisfied. All right. The other one is, some of you feel like, I don't believe in fairy tales, man. Whoa. I just don't, people, they say they happy. Come on, man. People lie. They out here holding hands and making Google. Man, ain't nobody doing that no more. That thing is dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, why you playing make-believe? So if I got a situation, if I got a guy that's willing to spend some time with me, yeah, we might, not be really in a relationship or whatever the case may be. All right, but that's cool. He wants to be with me, spend a little time, and I'm not gonna pretend like there's something else out there that exists. Okay, I'm going to settle for this situation. All right. And ladies, let me say this. All right. Don't do that to yourself. All right. Because while you're doing all that, while you're saying it's better than being alone, while you're saying that at least he's familiar and I don't believe in fairy tales, the one guy that is serious, the one guy that I talked about, the real guy that will put your knees before his knees and who wants to protect you and who wants to claim you and all that. See, while you mess around with this jackleg dude, okay, that guy is going to go and just pass you right on up. All right. You're going to miss him. All right. Because you're dealing with a situation, first of all, you ain't got no business dealing with to begin with. All right. Because of all the things that, I talk about all the time, past hurts, wrong belief system, the doubts and all this stuff in layers. Okay. We got so many layers. We got the Adam and Eve syndrome. We hid ourselves, for we was naked. We were ashamed of all the stuff and the mess that we've been through. So then we try to cover it up, all right, to somehow protect and guard ourselves from all the stuff. And what we end up doing is just being attracted to more stuff. Okay, so now that we got all these layers, the real us can't be touched. The real us can't even be affected. All right, because we're so shielded. So you can't even tell that what you're touching or is touching you is the real thing or not, because it's not touching you. It's too many layers. All right. So my thing is this. Let's take those layers off. Let's take the layer of pain, layer of hurt, layer of disbelief, the layer of waiting for the other shoe to drop, the layer of, oh, real love don't exist no more. The layer of, oh man, they only do that on the Huxtables. You know what I'm saying? Let's deal with the real issues. For those who feel like, they need to get some help and talk to somebody, whatever, you reach out to myself or, whatever you need to do, to get to that place where you need to get to, so that you don't have to settle for, well, I'm not a side piece, or I'm not a side chick. But at the same time, nobody wants to just have their claim to fame as being, I'm not a side chick. No. You want to be your wife, right? You're a wife material. Okay. Well, I mean, at your core, once you do all the work and get the stuff off, then that real you comes through. You feel what I'm saying? So, ladies, make a decision that you won't settle. You won't get out here and just accept any little old thing. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, if you're in a situation, because somebody that, it's a nice number of people that are listening to the broadcast. Somebody's in this situation that I'm talking about. Somebody is right now in this situation that I'm talking about. And the fact that I have told you, don't settle for that. You're better than that. I have just scared you half to death. Because you're like, if I let this go, see, even the thought of letting it go, okay, and trusting God for something bigger and better scares the living bejesus out of you. Okay, and I say this all the time. A known hell, sometimes people feel is better than them unknown heavens. Okay, the streets and the addresses and all of that, right? So, but you gotta face that fear. You gotta face, because the fear that you're feeling that grips you. What if I let this go? that's just, it's make believe. It's not, it's just an emotion. Okay, it's just an emotion. Okay, if you need some help working through that, hit me up, send me an email, go to christopherreid.org. You know, let's set up a free 30-minute consultation. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And then, and if, you know, coaching is what you need, you know, we can talk about that and what that consists of, right? But you need, don't let fear stop you. Okay, let me say this. Children of Israel, right? In the wilderness, lukewarm place, right there in the middle. Okay, you stuck in between. Now, they was supposed to go into the promised land, but they said what? Oh, man, there are giants in the land. Oh,
That somebody said that
Situation.
love at first sight is a myth.
What's up, Winnie?
They said love at first sight is a myth, and I don't believe that. My late pastor said he saw his wife, and as soon as he saw her, he was like, that's me. I just believe it's different. If you don't believe in it, then that's you. But some people,
But he still had to prove.
and he had to prove himself to it. He made up in his mind when he saw. That's right.
We don't use that word anymore.
When he saw her, he felt that he knew, and he proved it out later, and she became his wife. I mean, that's it. You can't tell a man what he doesn't believe or what he believes and all of that. So that's that. I believe in it personally. So that's that. All right. Are we done?
Yeah, we're about there. You just got to be careful saying that love. And the reason I say, because, you know, come on, there's some people out here that just walk up to people and say, God told me you was my husband. You know, this is the mindset that we're dealing with, you know, in some situations. So,
No.
yeah, if you just throw that out there and somebody runs with it because they don't have the maturity level emotionally to understand, you know, really what that could mean, then, yeah, they could take it somewhere it don't need to go. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all follow me on Periscope. What's my handle on Periscope? It's at the Doc Reid. Follow me like the yellow brick road. Go to the website, get the free book, christopherreid.org. It's free. It's free. I can't say that enough. I'll say that every week, that it is free. And, yeah, okay. We didn't set out here so long that the numbers didn't dried up. Are we still out here?
Yeah.
Are we still on?
Yep.
How come my thing is not doing anything?
All right. Love y'all.
All right. Night.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, with Doc Reid, go to christopherreid.org. Okay? Hope we helped y'all. Peace.
Night.